respect to the master.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing American-made from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable.
Chad Gable's such an incredible mat technician, maybe the best in all of WWE.
Yeah, Gable has a truly unmatched grappling game. That's why he's the master. Seth Rollins is here and the crowd is freaking out.
A man who has worked hard to earn their adoration.
And his opponent from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins.
A storied career. Rollins has held every singles and tag team title of note in WWE. The first ever NXT champion. The first man to hold the newly minted World Heavyweight Championship.
Rollins is one of the most complete competitors this industry has ever seen, and is a cornerstone in WWE. You want to prove yourself? Test the visionary. Here we go with Seth Rollins in the ring. He's a one-of-a-kind in-ring talent who has had a lot of success here in WWE.
Yeah, a guy with a history of bold fashion choices and unforgettable wins in the ring. Rollins has cemented himself as a top star. Everyone is always wondering what Seth is going to do next.
Well, here's a bold prediction. I think Seth is going to fight his heart out to try and win this match.
But across the way, there's the hyper-competitive Chad Gable. Simply put, it's hard to match Gable's intensity and skill in the ring.
Not just hard, Saxton, near impossible. Chad Gable is in-ring excellence personified. You can cry about it, you can call Gable a bully, but that doesn't change just how good Gable is.
He got him! Is he gonna lock this in?
Trapped in the armbar, so basic.
Trying to break out of his grip and is able to do it. Escapes the hold before irreparable damage is done. Bang! And whatever his Rollins game plan didn't quite pan out for him there.
Gable really showed his written knowledge with that one.
And that was a heck of a heave we just saw.
It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just gotta toss another person and make a statement.
Oof!
And Gable now chaining some offense together.
Any of Rollins' defenses have been pegged.
And here he is, heading back into the ring. What could Chad be looking
From the top! Oh, God!
Corey, what's Seth got to do to get the win here?
Well, Seth's got to use every tool in his toolbox. And I'm not just talking offense. I'm talking strategy. I'm talking ruthlessness. Rollins has it all. He's going to need to use it here.
Slides under the ropes, back into the ring. Side headlock applied. Gonna turn this around into a spinning drop toe hold. Nice.
Double underhook applied.
Butterfly suplex.
Waiting for him to get back on his feet so he can strike.
Belly to back. Facebuster was unique. Climbing to the top. What's he thinking?
He might be getting up, but it doesn't look like it will be
Launching.
Clothesline. And Rollins couldn't get out of harm's way there.
Attacks like that are what put Gable at the top of the class. Repeated waistlock takedowns.
That just reverberated throughout the entire building. Talk about making a statement.
Reversal. And that turns things around. Sling blade.
Springboard.
Springboard swanton. Oh no. Now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver.
And with the submission locked in, all we have...
A single leg camel clutch and a great counter. Lifts them up, then drops them down. Into a DDT.
That was a pretty textbook maneuver from Chad Gable right there.
You ain't kidding. Gable, hold on. Is he thinking of a submission here?
Locking it in. Ankle lock. Focused on dismantling the ankle here.
Such a vulnerable area.
He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael. Got him right where he wants him.
Take off.
Diving clothesline. You see the height. Seth Rollins is taking some damage, and he could be done very soon.
I think we can consider this the beginning of the end, gentlemen.
Back suplex. Stomping straight down on the arm.
Getting back to his feet, trying to fight on, but it might be too late.
Big elbow. This is quickly turning into a sleep going head to head, putting each other to the test. Two targets, trading strikes, and refusing to back down. Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe. Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
Can Chad get out of this? Kick out just before two.
Right now, I just don't know what it's going to take.
Super kick!
Good defense there.
Series of counter.
Look out!
Stop!
Now Rollins needs to end this. Seth Rollins did it. Seth Rollins got a huge win.
Here is your winner, Seth freaking Rollins.
A very impressive victory for Seth Rollins.
And if Gable has anything to complain about tonight, someone should just tell him, shoosh!